What's up? It's new year for new losses. Excited to see how year 22 went and excited for all the things that we'll do together in 2023. I'm your host, Opinion, and in just a couple seconds, I'll be inviting everyone up. But for those who are new, this is a daily talk that we host here on WallStreetBets, and we invite everyone up from the community to talk about all things stock related. One of the big headlines today is that SpaceX is seeking to raise $750 million for at a $137 billion valuation. So we'll see how that plays out for Tesla. But until then, we can talk about anything you guys desire. Welcome, Alex.
I like your profile picture notes.
Oh, he's back. He's back to the bit about the beyond.
I had to reincarnate my old entity for the new year. Some good plays going.
Good to have you back, man.
This year, I'm looking at some near in the money options for BBBY for 2024. I'm going for some leaps. They're at some good prices right now, and I'm gonna pick them up. I'm gonna pick up some options, and I'm gonna pick up some. I'm gonna pick up both of them. I'm gonna pick up the up and the down ways. So it's gonna have some good trends all month. But I'm not gonna make any major moves until after the 10th.
Mullen's up by 13% this morning.
Yeah, but that thing moves like double-digit percentage points. Like nobody else. Yeah.
Good morning, fellas. Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year. What you got for us today? Always excited for you.
Can you hear me? I got a bad connection.
Oh, we can.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second. Let me step in the house real quick. So I bought in this morning on Kala at $34. I'm up 206 right now. I may sell when I go up 250. I jumped in GROM. I'm down on that 400 because I played myself. I jumped in a little too early, but I'm gonna stick with it. I sold all my shares of COSM, but COSM looks like it's moving a little bit. So I did make 500 on the shares I bought on Wednesday last week. So that's COSM, Kala, CALA. GROM, I'd wait till it gets a little lower. Like I said, I jumped in kind of high, being a little greedy this morning because I made some money on COSM as soon as the market opened.
Is it CALA or KALA?
KALA.
KALA. Roger. Thank you.
There you go. It's crazy mover. But like I said, I got in at $34. I'm up 200. I only bought 50 shares at that level just to make some money. My goal this year is just green days every day. Don't be too greedy. If it's only 10%, take your fucking gain and just recycle it. Since I can day trade, I like to get in as early as possible and get it in. I've said that before. And I think I got another one that came through. I put on my watch list. I don't know anything about it. Of course, I don't know much about any of these companies. To be quite real with you, I just get in and get out, fellas. Do this shit at your own risk. Mullen, MULN. I did buy a little. I bought 1,000 shares at 30 cents. I sold at 32.10, and I'm waiting to get back in. Just playing a little bit bullshit, but there's money to be made. You know, like I said, I just want some green days and make myself feel good. Shit.
Well, thank you for the momentum update.
Yes, sir. I'll give you some more as they come across, fellas. Good luck today.
Cheers. Anyone else got plays for us to kick off the year? Oh, you guys are so quiet. What's going on? I haven't heard from you guys all year. Ha, ha.
Ha, ha, ha. Very funny opinion. If I could reach through my phone right now.
Sorry, what was that?
I said if I could reach through my phone right now for that joke.
Well, there's some people I hope I don't hear from all year.
Oh, no. Well, we'll see if journalist comes back. Oh, I mean, what?
Shoot self.
Hell yes, I second that. I second that motion. And by the way, how do I sound? I'm using the new the Reddit mic. Do I sound good?
Nice. Yeah, it sounds very good. Dude. By the way, are you gonna hit a dab for me this year?
I don't know. That's entirely up to opinion. I think we need to leave this up to market talk. We'll wait till Ask Mask for the dabs.
Let's hear what other plays we got on the table, guys. It's exciting times.
I would like to announce that I'm so far even on the year.
I guarantee you won't be for long.
And as a counter argument, I'd like to announce that I'm currently down on the year.
Oh, pre-market already doing you dirty?
You bet your sweet
I
ass.
am too. I sold some bullshit I had holding on. So I'm down 500, but after today, I should be even.
Nice.
I'm looking at. I was talking about Petrobras before the new year. I'm looking at a short-term call. Their stock went down about 9% because of the change of power. I don't think that's going to last long. I think that's a publicity stunt. I think for sure it's going to go up in the next 2 weeks again. It's all just publicity. They're not. Nothing happened within the company that's making it go down substantially.
I agree.
You are underestimating that new government. And I think you need only look at Chile and Peru and their copper mining sector to see what a less friendly mining government can do to those companies that operate on very high margins because they've been living with friendly governments that are now coming in and saying you really should pay more of your fair share, and just how that can hit their margins. Look at like a Southern Copper as a good example to see what that government shift can do in South America.
Is Southern Copper government owned?
No, but Southern Copper is one in Chile that was operating with a very pro-mining government that switched to a less pro-mining government that very much called for higher taxes on the mining companies in order to pay more of a fair share. They've had some nice contracts in South America.
PBR is government run. It's government owned, and they pay a lot of their dividends already out to the shareholders and stuff like that, and to they already use they've already been doing that as far as it's not taxing, it's getting dividends out of the company. I agree with I'm going long PBR. Oil, they're into the oil business, and I'm going to be acquiring shares. I'm going to buy the dip. I like it. They have a good dividend too.
That's they have an incredible fucking dividend. Now, who knows how long that dividend is going to last? Like, don't get me wrong. Anything that gives you a 60% dividend ratio is like, that's a short-term dividend. But it's still good. It's still nice money on the dividend. But like I said, that's a good time. I think it's a good time to buy the dip on them. I think that even though the change of power is causing some fluctuations right now, they are the number one projected South American oil giant, that people are kind of putting their money on. And they're betting on Petrobras to expand the oil industry down in South America. So no other names are kind of jumping up in the news. It's pretty much just Petrobras. So I'm long on them, and I think I'm going to do a 2-week call. I'll get back to you on the exact strike price.
What about the thing that happened with Chevron and Venezuela?
Well,
I actually think that Chevron is.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I actually think that Chevron and Petrobras are actually doing business together. So I don't think that that's actually affecting them as much, because Chevron is a corporate company and Petrobras is a government-run company that they're, I think that they're actually doing business together. I can look into that more, but I don't think that that's going to affect them that much.
Are you talking about the nationalization of Chevron's assets in Venezuela under Maduro?
No, I heard something about they made some deal together or something.
Oh. That could be an opportunity.
Anybody looking at the January 12th CPI print? I'm looking to pick up some calls, about $5 in the money around the 11th. I'm not sure what day that is on the calendar, but we're looking at about a 6.64 according to the Fed casting for now casting of inflation, or sorry, the Cleveland Federal Reserve for now casting. So we're looking at a drop of about 0.4 to 0.5%. So my suspicion is the market will rally in the morning and then come back down off its high in the afternoon, and then I might flip from calls to puts at around 11 a.m. give or take.
Going back to the oil thing, I think the Biden administration, they lifted the sanctions on the Venezuelan oil, and that's why that they're looking to kick that into production to put the Russian oil.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. We need oil.
Yeah. Also, that our tariffs that we put on Russian oil, us allowing the sanctions on Venezuelan oil to be lifted is just putting more pressure on them.
Hey, what's up, fam? Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. What you got for us?
First time here, actually, even speaking on on Reddit at all. I'm usually in Twitter Spaces, but yeah, just want to say what's up to everybody, and I just wanted, I guess, an opinion. I bought some Tesla calls like a degenerate for February 3rd. Pretty high strike price. I think it was like 200. I'm just, obviously gambling. Nothing significant, but it was just like 2 calls. I'm just fucking around. I just wanted your opinion on whether I should just pull out now or just ride it.
Get out of that position, bro. Get out of that position.
It depends. Do you like having some money or no money?
I'm gonna go with none.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
If your answer is none, go ahead and hold those fucking calls.
Literally 2 calls. We're not talking about a lot of money here. I was just toying around trying to swing trade it for like a week from now, but it might not be possible. But yeah.
What's the total value of those? Like $10?
No, I bought them at 70 cents. Total value right now, well, market hasn't opened, so yeah, it could be like 40 for both. Bought them at 70 cents each. Yeah.
Opinion, what's up?
Yeah,
Hey,
if
how's
you
it
have
going?
any money left on that call after open, I would close that shit out.
Yeah, all right, we're here to.
I mean,
Here to talk about
we're
bigger
talking
bets.
about
if you-
guys. We're talking
if you're
about
gonna gamble on
$140 play. Like, I mean, it could return some gains.
Hey guys,
Hey,
I mean,
you know how many
it's a
fucking
month out. We got
Baconators that
earnings
is?
coming up. It's possible that, I mean, you could see Tesla pop. Who knows? I mean, for $140, the dude's gambling on it. I mean, let it ride.
Fuck, don't do that. This millennial, but my play, Tesla. I dropped it in the comment. Strike, either in the money or out of the money. You can go 120 in the money or 115 out of the money, and puts. And then just this week, something flip your money real quick. And then I got an AMC call 3 weeks out at $4.25. I think it's gonna get a little push. A lot of movies starting to come out. The subscription just went up. I subscribe to the AMC members list, so I got a little faith in them. Not much, but I got a little bit. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, thanks for the input, guys. Good shit.
check out CMMB.
Why?
It's got some volume, got some movement, still rolling. Shit, if I can make $2 a share and buy 100 shares, fuck it, in and out. I'm playing with cash. I don't know options. I've explained that. I've done a couple options. Not in my opinion to hold shit. I'd rather get in, get out, set my set losses, and just lose a couple, make a couple. But it looks nice.
What's your basis on that? Just a pharmaceutical company or what?
Tuesday is like a
Hold on one
momentum
second.
trader.
Yeah. I'm all volume scans. I'm in and out. So, I mean, it's got 528. See, I watched the level 2 quotes, and I watch them from NYSE and NSDQ and the ARK. So I'm just looking at the volume. It's at 410. It's normally a 10-day average at 67.46K. So it's got a lot of movement. I'm just saying, you get in where you fit in and get out where you feel good.
All right, yeah. So 2 pea-brained for fundamentals, but not pea-brained enough to not make money. So
Cash is king, baby.
exactly. There's a comment in the comments asking about the margin call for Elon. There was a news article a couple days ago from Barron saying that he was margin called, and then it was very quietly edited to say how he avoided a margin call because they were using the first agreement that he would have signed for taking on debt for Twitter, which he didn't do. So I'm not sure where his like margin call would happen at this point, but I think it's fair to say that it's probably quite far away, and that he's not going to let himself get like margin called that easily. But he is selling shares in SpaceX. Not sure if that goes to him or if he's going to just leave it in SpaceX and build up SpaceX, or he's going to take that for his other shenanigans. But I don't think we'll probably see a margin call for Elon, at least not soon. Not unless you see like another huge, like multiple 10% day drops in Tesla, who, by the way, recently missed deliveries and other important metrics. So
they missed, but didn't they deliver like 1.3 million cars and have like a 40% growth over last year or something like that? So that's
yeah, but the cars are shit.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. The cars are shit.
No. It's about like if you miss expectations. I mean, if that 40% or 50, 60% growth was already priced in, and then you only hit 40, then
I actually wanted to ask about that because somebody was saying that those big drops from like last week were like people were pricing in that the under delivery. So I mean, Tesla's down 5% now, but is it gonna go down, back to the 100s or?
It's a good question. Anyone got any thoughts? I mean, I know that No Gains Without Risk thinks it's going to go up to 200.
Well, if they really did miss, I think they can, 100%.
Hey, opinion on the SpaceX?
I'm good.
Are there going to be an IPO, or is it going to be like how do you?
It's a private raise, but it's interesting because of what it means for Tesla, which is that they might stave off, potential more selling from Elon. I believe it's a private round being led by Andreessen Horowitz. Yeah. Otherwise, what are you guys holding from last year? Oh, sorry, Sir Huntstock. Feel free to.
I was going to say, tell me more. I want to hear a little more about this Tesla situation.
No, I mean, the story so far with Tesla has been, hey, Elon Musk got distracted. He spent maybe like $10+ billion in his own money and then raised a whole bunch of capital to buy out Twitter. And now Twitter's in shambles and Tesla prices rapidly falling. Markets in general are cooling, so the ability to raise capital is getting harder. The interesting thing is SpaceX's previous valuation was at $127 billion. So this is still an up round for SpaceX, which means SpaceX must be doing pretty well because they haven't taken like a similar haircut that they would have as some of their peers between these two funding rounds. That being said, obviously it's an industry that's a lot less exposed to short-term shocks, but I think sorry.
So didn't they, I mean, for what was it, Q4 that they reported production numbers, or was it sales?
I think deliveries is the number they usually go.
So wasn't that like record 405,000 or so, over 405,000? Wasn't that like a record for Tesla?
Yes. I'm
Which
not sure
is funny to me that like they may have had a higher goal, but I mean, just, I mean, the nature of being in business is to set high goals and hope to exceed those goals. But I mean, you want to set as high of goals as possible to try to push to meet those goals and, I mean, expand your company. So the fact that they obviously still did insanely well and posted record numbers is, I mean, to me, a good thing. For the record, I'm not bag holding Tesla shares, so I'm not like trying to shill Tesla and say it's bound to go up. But
the thing with investing is like, you know, you can have the best company in the world that's growing as fast as possible, but if it's at the wrong price, then it's worthless. Or you can short it. But if Tesla is valued at a certain growth, with expectations of a certain growth, and then it doesn't meet those, then it's not worth the price that people were expecting. And so that's why you might see, I think it's down slightly in pre-market. But again, like the miss wasn't that bad. Like I think it was like 400,000 versus 420,000 deliveries.
405 versus 418, and it's a 3% variance. It's a 3% variance. I mean, I think, and there were two numbers that came out. There were the annual production was 1.3 million or something like that, which was a 40% increase over the previous year. And then the other number was the miss on deliveries, not production, but deliveries of 405 versus 418. So it was like off by 13,000. And the media seems to be glomming onto the 405 versus 418 number rather than the 40% increase in production year over year. So it might go down and then get a little bounce, but I sold my Tesla stuff a while ago because of all the goofy stuff that's going on. I'm going to wait till it's back to a more reasonable level before I buy back in again.
so thesis is that we're probably dropping back to like 90, 95.
One can only hope.
It depends who you ask. But again, remember, that's still like a 20-30% drop from here, which is a lot given how much Tesla's already slid.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I am holding the 130 call, so we'll see what happens with that. I closed out my 115 last week.
Oh yeah,
I think I'm gonna buy a couple $100 calls. I'm quite bearish still on Tesla.
You mean
I think the
$100 puts?
Yeah. Sorry. Thank you for the correction. Yes, $100 puts. $100 calls. Damn. Whew. Got a lot of money for those. No.
What strike are you looking at?
Let me take a look. Let me open the book real quick.
I mean,
and while he's
expiration.
doing
What
that,
expiration are we looking at?
Well, the earnings
Well,
is
he's,
January 20th. So if you take into consideration that they're gonna move either up or down,
January
I'm projecting they're gonna
25th.
move down.
Earnings is on the 25th.
I'm sorry, 25th. So yeah, I would look at expiration January 27th. And I would look at those 105 puts. They're a little pricey, but yeah, that's what I'll go with. They're at 495 today. I would wait until they're like a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, my guess is at open those will probably pop to at least 650.
Yeah. So what I would wait for today is for the upswing, because I think you're gonna see Tesla go down pre-market and during the market, and then it's gonna have a little bit of a struggle upward. And on that upward, I would look at those calls. 105 puts expiring January 27th for TSLA. Aside from that, I'm still holding my $4.50 strike price Carvana puts. They were cashing until they decided to do a whole bunch of bullshit. But this is to be expected with something as volatile as that's slowly going bankrupt.
I'm
Well,
bullish
I don't
on
know if
Rumble.
Tesla's gonna. Oh,
I'm bullish
No.
on Rumble.
Yeah,
you
go
can
ahead. Bullish on Rumble. Go ahead.
Yeah. The options are pretty cheap, so I'm going all the way up to 2025, January 17th.
What's ticker?
RUM. I feel like last time they've been this slow, they just bounced right back up. And you have leads, so should be all
I
right.
think Rumble has great potential.
Yeah, same.
I do think it's
Right.
getting shorted intentionally down. But I mean, there's even a chance, which I know people hate on him, but a chance that he will partner up. They will partner up with Twitter, since Twitter no longer has Periscope. But again, that's a little bit of a stretch, but it would help. I know they've had meetings.
I was also thinking about the Twitter possibility of them partnering up in some way. It could bounce. That's what I'm thinking about leaps. They're not that expensive either. Are you on Rumble?
Isn't that the alt-right site? Or is that?
What do you mean alt-right?
Hell yeah, America first.
Oh no, sorry. Okay, I got it wrong with something else. Okay, sorry. My apologies.
It is their app is shit compared to YouTube, but it is a YouTube alternative where they don't censor anybody. But in saying that, I like the idea of it. However, from a user standpoint, the app is just shit. It's gotten better recently, but it does have potential.
I feel like they could just grow so much more with like they're like different options from YouTube, and YouTube has like such a big market share. I feel like if they take just a little bit from YouTube, like increase daily active users, they should like grow, and their stock should rise.
All right,
Hey
fair
guys,
enough.
you sound like you're asleep. What's going on? You guys sound like you're asleep. Is it too early in the US?
Fuck. Opinion.
I don't sleep.
When you guys get too boring, you get the journalists. Let's go.
Yeah, let's talk seriously, okay? So I've got some bets here. Can I share?
Go ahead, man.
I thought you were going to tell us what airline we should bet on.
Shoot for a journalist.
What's the second airline?
Yeah, the airline was Ryanair. I already told you what's going on.
No. You said there were two. You said there were two
No,
airlines.
You said you were going to drop another one. Now drop it.
No, yeah.
Saber, bro.
Listen,
Okay.
listen. Shut up and listen. I said the second one was a related business, which I already mentioned. It's a global distributor system, which basically, whenever you book a flight or an
He
hotel,
said Saber.
Saber's
yeah,
the second
Saber.
ticker.
Saber is behind. It's not Saber. It's Amadeus. Okay, which is the Spanish company, the first top one in the world. Saber is second. Okay, and the third company is basically privately held by private equity. So this is an oligopoly. The three of these companies are covering 100% of the market share. Okay, so basically, whenever you search for a flight, the software behind the algorithm searching and matching all your requirements is these three companies basically product. Okay, having said that, and please don't interrupt me again, I've got new bets today.
Interrupt you for what?
So basically, I bought a lot of shares this morning. If I may share the reason and which tickers are.
What shares did you buy?
Shut the fuck up! I'm talking. It's a way of talking. This is eloquency. Just shut up and listen.
Eloquency sure does take a long ass time, bro.
Holy shit! All right, give me a second, guys. I'm being called because I'm busy.
Start
Just
with
give me a
the
second. I'm
ticker.
coming back. Opinion. Give me a few minutes. I'm coming back.
Please let him share his
Okay.
sharing, guys. Sharing is caring.
Oh my
Opinions. Why
god,
don't you
I
start with the
can't
ticker,
take the
please?
anticipation. It's killing me.
Wise man once said, "An idiot speaks for the sake of speaking, while a smart man waits until he has something wise to say."
Hey.
Opinion, you're a sadistic arsehole.
Yeah, really. I was about to say, Opinion, you fucking masochist.
If you guys don't give me enough plays, this is what happens. So, better
like
come prepared tomorrow.
It's like an old German
Puts
horror,
on
like
Tesla.
children's tale. If you don't go to sleep on time, the journalist will get you.
I swear to God, Opinion,
All
I'm
right.
going to start sharing the shittiest penny mining stocks if that's what it takes to get you to be. It's going to be like pure. I'm going to be like, oh yeah, they own like a 2x2 acre plot in Canada and they're digging for gold. If this is what you're going to make it become.
Let me list
Jesus
all the
Christ.
tickers by alphabetical order.
Right.
Yeah, let me list my morality play since journalists are so into morality. TMC.
All right. Let's give journalist. I think he's back. Exactly 2
Yeah.
minutes to speak.
Yeah.
Exactly
Okay.
2 minutes.
And I'm gonna leave very quickly. So, basically, I'm buying Volkswagen, as I already, I think, few weeks ago told you. Just run through the valuation metrics. Because you have to compare against Tesla. Okay, Tesla is highly overvalued based on the free cash flow that you will get in the next few years, and then the rest of the universe in the automotive sector, Volkswagen seems to be the only one which can face, in a profitable way to Tesla. Okay, that's one bet. So short Tesla and long Volkswagen. That's a good bet. Second one, I'm shorting. I already mentioned this, but I have added new position. I'm shorting the FTSE 100 index in the UK because hell is coming. Okay, there will be a black swan if they keep increasing rates, which already almost happens. A couple of months ago, it was basically the Lehman Brothers in the pension scheme sector in the UK. It was about to collapse every single thing here. Okay, and they basically managed to manipulate the market and kind of solve it quickly, but that's a delay of the problem. Not there is no solution. Okay, so short the FTSE index, and I'm buying construction and house builder companies in the UK because the PE ratio is very low. Already kind of anticipating a crash in the property market. That's already priced, so I'm buying. Okay, high yield companies, very low PE. The third. Should I share more? Yeah, okay.
20
Let's
seconds.
hear. Well, then fuck you all in these 20 seconds. That's what I have to say because I need more time. So thank
right.
you everyone for having me here today. I have to leave because I'm very busy. I'm a strategic. I'm not a jobless like you. So hey, good luck. Thanks.
Charlotte,
Bye bye.
thank you, and
Thank you,
thank you for your.
Adios, angry
Thanks,
journalist.
Kramer.
It was nice meeting you
Thanks,
again for the
Kramer.
first time in this year.
Still little Kramer. I just gotta love him for what he is.
Nice way to kick off the year.
I would
Joke
not
on him. I'm going to fuck myself anyway.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to step in. I would not put the valuation of Volkswagen above Tesla in the long run. Volkswagen is behind on their electric vehicles. They're farther behind than companies, say, like Volvo, which is implementing electric stuff. Porsche is implementing fully
Okay,
electric
you know
vehicles. better.
Volkswagen owns
Porsche is
Porsche, right?
Volkswagen, buddy.
Oh, right. Sorry, my bad.
So
My bad.
I would kind of agree with him. I mean, in the long run,
Yeah, that wasn't.
I do like Volkswagen.
Yeah, VW is definitely solid out of all the legacy companies, so I do see that play as viable for sure.
Let's talk about Apple. Is anybody playing earnings season at all? Are we buying calls on anything, or is everybody just trying to short shit out of the market?
Yes, I bought some calls for Apple.
What's strike and expiration? Because I'm looking at picking some up possibly today.
My strike is on 135.
Wow. Okay. Was looking closer to 135, maybe a little bit post earnings, but like maybe February 3rd, 135 strikes. What's your basis on it going all the way to 155?
Sorry, it was a question for me, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. I think that for the last months, Apple has now landed one of the lowest points. Well, I think it's in fact the lowest point since then, and a little bounce is highly expected. That's the reason why I'm playing some calls.
Yeah, I think last week it hit its 52-week low. What's your expiration on those 155s?
Yeah, it's the 17th of March.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Is the pre-markets are pushing everything up. I'm looking at the last 15-minute charts, and I can see like lots of stocks being pushed down right now. So I don't know if it's like a fake push up and everything, but I was like on Wall Street Bets at like 4 a.m. or something, and lots of people were talking shit about puts and calls and shit. And I actually don't know. It's been very volatile, this pre-market. It's either a fake side to the up and it's going to go down, or it's something.
Did we just pick up a C-SPAN broadcast?
It sounds like he's talking in a pristine marble shower.
I think we were also mesmerized by his mic that we didn't even really listen to him.
Yeah, I just heard something like about calls and puts. That's all I heard.
Something about 4 a.m.
Wait, is it being cut out? The signal bad?
Nah, you just.
I want to know what
weirdly-
your plays are, bro, because it sounds like you're in a giant house. What are you buying?
Yeah, I'm in a corridor. Is it echoing?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I held over the weekend, so I'm kind of pretty fucked. I held puts over the weekend, but I was saying that I was up Wall Street Bets. There was lots of people betting up, down. I don't know. Bulls trying to scare bears trying to scare bulls. I don't know, but it's pretty volatile, this pre-market. It's gone up a bit, but the last 15-minute charts, a lot of the stocks are going down. So it might be a fake to the upside. It might come down. I'm just saying, which side are you guys thinking? For like the spot.
Do you guys
For the
catch all
spot.
that? He's basically asking if we're bulls or bears overall, and giving us like a little bit of a highlight over the past couple hours.
Are you? Let me check my charts. Looks like it could go up, it could go down, and there is a chance it could stay flat. Seems to be the results I'm getting from my figures. I don't know if everyone else sees that.
Yeah, I'm seeing a totally fucked chart. Looks like it's going up, down, and sideways at the same time.
As someone who is still even on the year, I would say I tend to agree.
So to answer your question, Illustrious, clearly we have no idea. We are just as confused as the daily thread.
Just as confused as the futures market, that's for sure. So that shit go down and up. That thing's green right now, isn't it?
There's a couple green things. Although I guess I'll ask, like, is anyone here staunchly like bullish for the year or even the week, or bearish? Anyone have any strong opinions one way or the other?
Hey, I've been bullish on SPY for the past week. I managed to make
Bullish on energy.
how much was it? Like a little over $1,000 in SPY puts.
I'm bullish on DraftKings.
Yeah. I saw like there was a spike in spy puts on the end of Friday. Two large spikes. Um, I don't know what the market moves are there for, but I think those were like millions in puts or something. So definitely a market maker. It's betting downwards on the
But
spy.
wait, Ghost, you said that you're bullish on SPY, but then you said you made a grand off puts. So I'm a
No,
little confused.
no. I'm not bullish on SPY.
Oh
I said
no,
I
I'm
held it
talking
over the
to.
weekend.
My bad.
Oh,
Sorry.
who?
I meant
Oh,
I have I do I had basically I have puts and calls and SPY. But I've just been monitoring my chart like a fucking hawk all week and managed to work in my favor.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. And we heard some other people say they were like bullish DraftKings or bullish some other stocks.
Yeah, DraftKings, they report to 17th. So I was thinking the March 17th, $10 call, DKNG.
Sorry, they report March or February?
February. It's
Gotcha.
217. Yeah. And then I was just thinking of picking up the next expiration date call, $10.
Yo, does everyone use like the same screener? Cause like I only got like a fucking Tesla put.
I'm short-term bearish on Tesla, but then I think it's gonna bounce pretty sure soon.
Does
Yeah, I
anybody
think.
check
Huh?
short interest?
That's a good idea. I should have done that this morning, but like I didn't.
I just wanted to say I'll probably go on record for having the first margin call of the year. Woke up to a negative 383,000 balance. Cheers to that.
Oh, you poor bastard. I'm sorry, man.
Got caught in the middle of a put spread and our calls, short call spread, and it ended in the money. So I now own 998 shares of SPY.
But is this like a real margin call, or is this like a you can just sell it once you open it?
No,
and
I
fine?
could just sell it when I open it. But
Yeah, I
I'm
figured.
hoping it's gonna drop here, but it's going the opposite direction. So it's like a 2K losing position, but still, it's January 1, baby. January 3. Let's go.
Balls to the wall, man. Balls to the wall.
You see, what you need to do though is you need to screenshot it,
Yeah.
post it to the
Yeah,
sub
yeah,
as
get
lost porn, and pretend like that's the real number for all the karma.
We'll keep
And
our
just don't-
mouths shut. Just get that karma, bro.
just don't be like, oh, actually, this isn't real. It's just reporting wrong. Be like, no, this is totally my losses, guys. How cool am I? And get all that Reddit like gold. That's what you got to do.
I don't live for the Reddit gold. I live for the I don't know.
The real gold. The real gold.
Oh,
For
you're
the
a
margin
fucking
call.
shill like the rest of us. Don't even lie.
But that's how you build a Substack.
Still. So that's how you build a Substack. God. I hear a couple people in the comments talking about Airbnb, Carvana, and other garbage stocks. Any thoughts on those?
Nope, Carvana is shit.
I feel like we've had thoughts on those for months, and it's been they're garbage, right?
Airbnb is not garbage. Negative.
Whoa, we got
Airbnb
bullish.
is garbage.
Let's hear about Airbnb.
I just think they have a really good position in the market, and I think that they're gonna, over time, they're gonna fix some of the issues that they've had. They'll clear up the listings and the listers that are anal and absurd. But ultimately, I mean, if you look at their earnings, the earnings are going in the right directions. The long-term stays are continuing to grow. I just think, I don't know. I think it's a good company. I'm looking at getting long at some point. I just don't know when.
Simple
Do you mean
Plan
they're
is very.
good at, like as a trade or like as an investment?
No, I think it should be a pretty good long-term hold. I mean, I say long-term, I would say 3 to 5 years. But I mean, it's down to like $85. I mean, if it gets down in the 70s, I probably will look to generate a long position.
Man, I want to hear some zero DTE plays and some like short term fucking options.
All right, here's one. Beyond Meat. I think I'm gonna look
Beyond
at
Meat? What
yeah,
direction?
I'm gonna look at February 3rd, 12:50 strike calls.
That's too long.
That's too long. I mean, they're pretty fucking cheap. I mean, I gotta at least go a month out on them.
Yeah, on the Beyond Meat is, I guess it's, since they like to eat noses, that's considered cartilage, so it checks out.
I think it's gonna pop here in the next week or two, and then we're gonna see it dump again. So I'm gonna probably look to sell out of those calls and then short it when it clears 15 a share.
Okay, well, I'll still look at it. Like, I was just joking about it being too long, but like, yeah, I'll look at it.
I mean, I truly think it's a dog shit company, but I think it's overly shorted already. So I think we're going to see a slight pop on it.
So you're saying you're looking further out, but you think it's going to have a shorter movement, and then you'll be in and out within a week or two, right?
Correct.
So why not just take a shorter dated call?
I leave a little room for margin of error.
All right. Okay.
I mean, I could be totally fucking wrong, and I don't want to take a loss quicker. I'd rather take a loss longer, you know.
Giggity.
Smart man. I wish I wasn't a total degenerate.
Oh no, I'm a total degenerate. Trust me.
Well, shit. I am no longer even for the year. My SQQQ shares are down.
Yeah, there we go. I think someone was whacking the mic with something. So
Does
What is
anybody
your-
think that Meta's gonna make a comeback this year?
I do.
Yeah, I would say I'm bullish Meta like second half of the year. Even though I think they're gonna beat expectations in the first half, I think people are underestimating Zuckerberg, and the consumer spending isn't necessarily as low as people thought it was gonna be in Q4.
I'm right
They
there with
still
you. I
have
think.
legal troubles though.
I mean, they're always gonna have legal troubles, but I truly think Tesla's trading, or I mean, Meta's trading at roughly, 20. They should be trading at close to 20 times their P, which I think is like 11 or 11.50 or something, which would put them at like over 220 a share. So they're really trading at roughly, a 50%, 40 or 50% discount right now.
Not to mention that very low debt that they have.
Yeah, I think people got it wrong in terms of thinking it's going to go like out of business. It's just it's not going to happen. They have a hell of a lot of cash.
Did any of you guys see that like whistleblower that's from Meta that went on the news saying that like companies like Tesla, Twitter, TikTok should like release their algorithms, and like if they would do so, it would reduce their profit margins like down to somewhere around like 15%. Did any of you guys see anything like that?
No. Tell me more.
Well, it was pretty recent. It was like this blonde chick. It was on like Yahoo Finance, right? She was like a whistleblower. I don't know like what she did, like what was her position, but like I guess she was pretty up there. Like she had said that like she was making like a political kind of like a stance.
Let me
Right? She was saying that like
when you're in
companies who like
situation,
who like
you don't have
hide
time
and
to
guard
think.
their like
So
algorithms,
I
right?
thought to
They're
myself,
not doing it in the best interest of the
don't
consumer,
think,
and they
Andy.
should release.
Act.
They should
So
open
you
source their
weren't
algorithms
thinking.
so that
Not
like
at all.
they could be up to
I
scrutiny.
cannot
And if they
emphasize
were up
enough
to
how little
scrutiny,
I was
it
thinking.
could potentially harm their like
No,
profit
no, I
margins
wasn't. Well,
for the
I
good
lived in the
of
pit for
like
the better part of last
the
year
community.
and
And she
made
made
some
calls to
vermin
like
friends.
not
You know what?
an
Friends
actual
sound
phone call. She
stupid.
was like
Colleagues.
saying that like
They
Elon
are
Musk
bad
wants
at
Twitter to
sharing,
be like
but they are
like
good
that
at
community
tag.
square.
Let me
Like
explain
he
something
should
to you,
like
Tweet.
go
When you're
ahead
in
and like
a
make open source that
situation,
like algorithm.
you don't have time to
And I think
think.
that like if
So
like
I
something
thought
like
to
that does
myself,
happen, which I think is unlikely,
don't think,
right?
Andy.
It puts
Act.
So
like
you
makes it
weren't
more likely
thinking.
for
Not at all.
like other
I
companies to
cannot
get pressured
emphasize
to
enough
follow
how
suit.
little I was thinking.
Are you scared?
Well, Elon said
No,
that he was
no, I
gonna
wasn't.
open
Well,
source
I
Twitter's
lived in
algorithm
the
when he
pit
bought it,
for
and
the
he
better part
he
of
hasn't
last
done it yet.
year and made some
Well, if a
vermin
social
friends.
media app is being
You know
used
what? Friends sound
as a
stupid.
quote unquote
Colleagues.
public square, then
They
it,
are
you know, it
bad at
probably would be a
sharing,
good idea to
but
have the
they are
algorithms
good at
released so you could
tag.
see who is
Let me
actually
explain
getting
something.
shadow
Tweet.
banned,
When
who
you're
isn't,
in
who is
a
being promoted, who
situation,
isn't. However,
you don't have time
if
to
it's
think.
intellectual property, it
So
would,
I
I would think
thought
it would
to
make
myself,
your value go down.
don't think, Andy. Act.
So
Yeah, I think
you
something like
weren't
that could be
thinking.
considered
Not at all.
intellectual property since like
I cannot emphasize
since
enough
like that
how
is
little
like
I was
basic
thinking.
Are you
value
scared?
of like how
No,
things get
no, I
promoted.
wasn't. Well, I lived in the pit for the better part of
So
last
there could
year
be like
and made
resistance from
some
like
vermin
social
friends.
media like
You
companies
know what? Friends
point of
sound
view to
stupid.
like
Colleagues.
actually do that, like release their
They are
algorithms.
bad at sharing,
Plus they probably
but they
don't
are
want like
good at tag.
scammers
Let me
and
explain something to you, Tweet. When you're in a
bots to like use the
situation,
algorithm.
you don't have
Because they're
time to
probably the
think.
first ones who can
So
like
I
understand
thought
and
to
use it like
myself,
to the fullest extent.
don't think, Andy. Act.
So you weren't thinking.
Not at all. I cannot emphasize enough how little I
I mean,
was
one of the best.
Are you scared?
Hey, can
No,
I? Good
no, I
morning,
wasn't. Well,
everybody. Happy New Year.
I lived in
How we
the
doing?
pit for the better part of
I
last
just
year
want to say that
and
Elon
made
bought
some
Twitter to
vermin
distract us for
friends.
next year.
You know
I
what?
think
Friends
this whole
sound stupid.
article with the
Colleagues.
Yahoo thing that this guy's talking about
They
is
are
bogus.
bad at
What I want to
sharing,
hear is
but
your
they are
opinion
good at
on
tag.
women
Let me explain
cosmetics.
something to you, Tweet. When you're
Do we
in
think
a
it's going to be bullish
situation, you
during
don't have
like
time
a
to
time of
think.
recession when
So
women
I
are
thought to
looking for
myself,
mates?
don't think,
I'm
Andy.
bullish on it. I would
Act.
like to hear a
So
discussion
you
if
weren't
we
thinking.
haven't done that.
Not at all.
What is
What's
this
Cannot
the
women
emphasize enough
word?
how
I've
little I
heard of
was
that
thinking.
phrase before.
Are
What
you
is women?
scared?
No, no, I
Ignore that
wasn't.
guy.
Well,
What is the
I
stock?
lived in the pit for the better part of
I was
last
thinking
year
Ulta.
and made some
I know
vermin
it's at its
friends.
high. I think it's
You know
ridiculous.
what?
But
Friends
like
sound stupid.
that's why I'm
Colleagues.
calling into the most ridiculous
They are
chat
bad at
group of all
sharing,
time.
What's the
but they
ticker?
are good at
Ulta.
tag. Let me explain something to you, Tweet. When you're
ULTA.
in a situation, you don't have time to
I had
think.
Florida.
So I thought to myself, don't think, Andy. Act.
So
Did you say
you
puts or
weren't
calls?
thinking.
Not at all.
I'm
I cannot
bullish. I
emphasize
would think
enough
like
how little I was
I
thinking.
think
Were you scared?
I would
Look like
think
they're
women are
No,
going to
no,
be
I wasn't. Well,
buying more
I lived in the pit
cosmetic
for the better
items
part of
if they
last
haven't
year
found somebody
and
during the
made
pandemic.
some
This is going to
vermin
be fucking
friends.
tough.
You know what? Friends
I
sound
work.
stupid.
I'm a
Colleagues.
small business owner, and I
They
get
are bad
calls
at
from ad
sharing,
agencies,
but they are
and
good
I'm
at
telling you that
tag.
has
Let me
dried
explain
up
something to you,
since
Tweet. When you're
August.
in a
It's
situation,
Ooh,
you don't have time to think.
I would think that would be
So
a
I
good
thought to
long-term
myself,
play, but that's why I'm asking you
don't
guys. What
think,
do you guys think?
Andy. Act.
Where are you located?
So you
Like, where's your
weren't
business
thinking.
located?
Not at all.
Texas,
I
Central
cannot
Texas.
emphasize enough how little I was thinking.
Bro,
Are you
you
in?
tell Mary Kay.
No, I wasn't. Well,
What?
I
You
lived
can.
in the
Joking.
pit for
the better part of last
Get
year.
out of here with that.
Wait, so
and
so
made
I
some
understand.
Berman
So you're
friends.
saying calls
You
on
know what
Alta
friends
because
sounds
you're a
stupid?
small business owner
Colleagues.
and you're not getting
They are
advertisement
bad
calls.
at sharing,
I'm
That's it.
they are good at
I thought,
tag.
wait,
That's
you're
it.
not
Let me
getting
explain something to you,
advertisement.
Tweep. When you're in a
So,
What does that have to do with the
situation,
cosmetic company?
you don't have
well,
time
I
to
think
think.
a lot of people
So I thought to
are
myself,
they're tighter
don't
on
think,
money
Andy.
than
Act.
So
what
you
was
weren't
for the last
thinking.
couple of years.
Not at all.
So I think
I
you know
cannot
if you were in a
emphasize enough
relationship,
how
I'm just
little
trying
I
to
was thinking.
twist
Are
it
you
into
scared?
something that I see on the
No,
day to day.
no, I
Like
wasn't.
walking
Well,
around. Like
I
if you
lived in
haven't
the pit
found
for the better
somebody
part of
that
last
you're in a
year
relationship with, and we're going
and made
into a
some
recession,
Berman
wouldn't that make
friends.
you want to find
You know what
somebody to
friends
be in a
sound stupid?
relationship with?
Colleagues.
I know it doesn't make sense.
They
I
are
mean,
bad at
That's
sharing,
interesting logic
but they
there
are
because
good
it
at
costs
tag.
money.
Let me
to
explain
boot.
something, you tweet. When you're in a situation,
yeah, but like you
don't have time to
what do you
think.
got to pay to play?
So I
right?
thought to myself,
Correct, but
don't
eating
think,
versus
Andy.
wooing, I think eating wins.
So
Same for
you
things like
weren't thinking.
electricity,
Not at
perhaps
all.
internet for some of the
I cannot
Chads here.
emphasize enough how little I
Thank
was
you.
thinking.
That's all I wanted. Just somebody else's opinion.
No,
I
I
mean, he's
wasn't.
got a
Well,
solid point. In
I
a down
lived in the
market, we can
pit
no longer
for the
afford
better
our
part of
10,
last
so we're going
year
to settle for like a
and
6 or a
made
7,
some
or sometimes even a 4 or 5. So we have to paint
You know
them
what
up to
friends
make them
sound
more
stupid?
presentable. So
Colleagues.
calls on makeup.
They are bad at
Yeah,
sharing,
that won't
but
fly,
they
Let's
are
go.
good
especially
Put
at
with
tag.
lipsticks
Q1
on
layoffs
Let me
coming
explain
up.
something, you tweet. When you're
All right.
in
Well, with
a
3 minutes left to go,
situation,
do we have
you don't have time
more
to
salient
think.
thoughts than
So I
people need
thought
to find mates
myself,
and they will buy makeup?
don't think.
Any other
Andy,
plays?
act.
So
China
you weren't
currently
thinking.
is suffering
Not at
a new
all.
wave of COVID
I
infections and
cannot
cases.
emphasize enough how
And this is
little I
happening
was
about
thinking.
3 months earlier than I had expected.
No, I
And
wasn't. Well,
so, because of that,
I lived in
there
the
may
pit
be a
for the better
near-term
part of last
play
year
on gang
and
calls.
made some
I'm still
permanent
waiting for any
friends.
sort of rumors to
You know
circulate
what friends sound stupid?
that
Colleagues.
lockdowns and very aggressive lockdowns will occur.
They are bad at sharing, but they
Once
are
those rumors
good at
start
tag.
circulating,
Let me
by
explain something.
4 to
Tweet.
6
When
month
you're
gang
in
calls.
a situation, you don't have
Happy
time
New
to
Anyone
Year.
know how to
think.
like? Oh
So
yeah, Happy
I
New Year.
thought to
Anyone
myself,
know how to like
don't
like
think, Andy.
profit targets
Act.
and
So
like
you
stop
weren't
losses
thinking.
Not at
on
all.
options?
I
Like if you
cannot
know the
emphasize
gamma
enough how little I was thinking.
The problem
and
with
you're
most option contracts is they're
I
relatively
wasn't. Well,
so even
I
if you had a
lived in
stop
the
loss,
pit
there's no
for
guarantee
the
you'd
better
be
part of
filled at
last
that
year
price. You're
and
better off
made
sizing up
some
a position
permanent friends.
such that
You know what
you can
friends
afford
sound stupid?
100% of that position to go to zero.
They are
Okay, I
bad
have a
at
long-term
sharing,
play.
but they are good at
Good
tag.
morning.
Let me explain
Good
something.
morning.
Tweet. When you're
I
in
need
a
advice though on how to
situation, you don't have time to
e-commerce.
think. So I
We
thought
got
to
lucky
myself,
in
don't
2022
think, Andy.
because
Act.
those
So
tax
you
laws
weren't thinking.
got pushed
Not at
off.
all. I cannot
The
emphasize
IRS is going to
enough
start
how little I
tracking
was thinking.
sales of $600
No, I
and
wasn't.
greater
Well, I
on all
lived in the
e-commerce
pit
sellers,
for
as
the
well
better
as
part of last year
anybody that uses
and
PayPal,
made some
Venmo, all of
permanent
that.
friends.
I
You know
think
what
that's
friends
going to
sound
kill
stupid?
eBay,
Colleagues.
Amazon sellers,
They are bad at
all of that.
sharing,
So I think there's a
but
big
they
short
are good
play
at tag.
available on
Let me
eBay
explain something to you, Tweet. When you're in
and
a
other online
situation,
marketplaces. And
you don't have time
Amazon
to
not so
think.
much because their
So
So,
I thought to
their money's
quick
myself,
question
sensitive.
for you. That's
don't
a nice
think,
cheer.
Andy. Act.
What
So
percentage of
you
eBay's
weren't
revenue do
thinking.
you think
Not at
are
all.
represented
I cannot
by
emphasize
sellers who
enough how
sell
little
less
I
than
was thinking.
$1,000 of merchandise annually?
No, I
What
wasn't.
about
Well,
That's
I
changed.
lived
It
in the
has
what
pit
about
changed, but there
for
are
the
a
better
lot of
part
them
of
out there.
last year
That's a
and
nice haircut,
made
by the way.
some vermin
But,
friends.
my
You know
point
what friends
is
sound stupid? Colleagues.
my point is
They
pardon
are
me, haircut.
bad at sharing,
My point
but
is
they are good
this
at
tax law,
tag.
while yes, it
Let me
does
explain
affect
something
a
to you, Tweet.
large
When you're
number
in
of
a
individual e-commerce
situation,
sellers, on a
you don't have
dollar
time
basis,
to
I get
think.
the impression
So
it doesn't
I
really
thought to
change
myself,
things because you have these
don't
massive
think,
e-commerce
Andy.
sellers in
Act.
tens or hundreds of
So
millions of
you
dollars
weren't thinking.
Not at
with
all.
their Amazon FBA
I cannot
businesses or
emphasize
the
enough
Chinese
how little
companies
I was
selling their
thinking.
shit directly on eBay and Etsy.
No,
That
I
for
wasn't.
them,
Well,
this is just a cost
I
of
lived
business and
in
it
the
will not
pit for
materially
the better
affect
part of
anything.
last year and made
you
some
think? Okay.
vermin friends.
Agreed.
And it's
You know
only
That's
in
my
what
the,
friends sound
counterpoint.
stupid?
You're
only
welcome
in the
to
U.S.
take it
market
for what
too.
it
I think
They
that's
are
good. I think
bad
that's a
at
valid
sharing,
counterpoint,
but
actually.
they
I feel
are
like
good at
Shopify has
tag.
gone down
Let me
so
explain something to you,
much.
Tweet.
I'm
When you're
kind of
in
like
a
bullish on it.
situation,
keep in
you don't
mind
have
that
time to
Black
think.
Friday, Cyber Monday
So
growth,
I
I think,
thought
is
to
like
myself,
5% year over year.
don't think,
What's interesting
Andy.
is that
Act.
in
So,
run up
you
to and
weren't
through Black
thinking.
Friday,
Not at all.
all the news articles focused strictly on online e-commerce growth, which implies that retail brick and mortar Black Friday sales fell short of expectations.
Yeah. Well, today is my birthday, and I'd ask you guys to send money, but I know we're all broke, so never mind.
Markets open. Boom, 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 boom.
Currently waiting to close that short position on SPY, hoping I can get a nice dump here in the morning. Get out of it with a little bit of less loss.
Does anybody have a bet on really ugly stocks?
Is that elitist European guy from earlier? Different one.
That's a different one.
Okay.
Oh, on the makeup thing, cosmetics, whoever brought that up a while ago, you know, back in 2008, I had a play on Avon because I knew there was a theory about women buying a favorite lipstick. If they were going to buy anything, they were going to buy a nice lipstick when the markets were in hell or we were in a recession. We can play, but that's the thing you want to watch for is the lipstick. But I don't know if you're in Texas, don't they all wear lipstick all the time? I don't know. So
The Bulls even wear lipsticks.
I was holding Ulta for a long time. I got in at like 370.
As a woman,
it went
I'm
flat all through the COVID.
Ulta's not where they're gonna go. Like you need to think more like drugstore. Like you're talking like, okay, people are too broke to buy their normal cosmetics. So then they're gonna go to like the drugstore and get the cheap shit, like Maybelline and stuff like that. Or Walgreens.
You ever shop at like TJX and stuff like that for makeup, or is that only?
Hell no. No. That's,
Who owns Maybelline?
you're asking for an infection if you go there because that's shit that people have returned or it's been out there for 2 years, 5 years, who knows? No.
Amazon?
For makeup.
Clothes.
Wait, Amazon what?
All right, I'm heading out, guys.
Yeah,
Good luck
women
today.
buy from Amazon, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't say that's their first place. I think, what's the place? There's a store that's like in JCPenney and then it's a standalone. Oh shit. What's it called? I can't think. It's too early. I haven't had my coffee yet.
Sephora?
Sephora, yeah. Is Sephora publicly traded? I've never played it. Think Sephora, think drugstores, think CVS.
Sephora is a
Revlon.
subsidiary underneath Louis Vuitton and that mega luxury brand company.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
LVMH is
Sephora is more the Ulta.
Since you guys brought up makeup,
No,
when I'm
they're
looking at it,
still gonna go to Ulta.
Ulta has been consistent.
Ulta has Maybelline. Ulta has all the drugstore shit in there, so they're still gonna go to Ulta. They may stop spending at Sephora.
Is there a generational difference among purchasing patterns? So, for example, anyone younger than 18 would shop at one place versus the college, the young professional shopping at a different place versus the boomer?
Well, remember we had that talk, and I shared with y'all that Ulta had the salon in there, and they have the beauty bars in there. They also have the drugstore, and they have a great rewards program and coupon program, and they advertise pretty well. So, and when I say advertise, they do mailings and whatnot to their customers and everything. So they do get them in the store. So again, and then you have Sephora, which is so Ulta is typically located outside next to like a TJ Maxx to food, like McAllister's Deli type stuff. Versus Sephora, you have to walk inside the mall, right? You have to get to it. So, I've said before with Ulta, what happens is that coming up for prom and you have all those dances and all the graduations and everything, bridals do go and do a lot of makeup appointments come spring, come this time of the year in spring into summer with Ulta.
Sephora, to answer your question, Hardy, Sephora is a younger customer than Ulta.
How does that compare to something like MAC?
MAC
I mean,
has
like
it's
this-
a loyalty thing, sort of like somebody who's going to buy Louis Vuitton. It's about loyalty, so they may be loyal to the brand.
Well,
and
so is Sephora, though.
Stage makeup.
But Sephora sells not cosmetics, though.
I think Mac has a higher price point
Yes.
than what you'll find in Sephora. Sephora, you've got all levels, pretty much. But Mac is pretty fixed up there a little bit because quality and loyalty.
Yeah.
Anybody doing plays in small cap energy?
I think I have one. 1 second.
Tuesday sometimes plays small caps, probably energies as well, so you can probably poke him as well. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
I think AMPY, kind of bullish on it. It's an energy stock. Independent oil and natural gas company. It's down from its 5-year chart, but then on the 1 year, it's been going up. So, kind of bullish on that.
Tesla's down 7%.
What's the rule for the market cap that we could post?
There is no rule. You can post any market cap.
It
Just
needs
be mindful.
it needs to have a market cap.
Someone please put a new battery on your fire alarm. We don't need to hear you chirp every 2 seconds. Please.
What's anybody's opinion in the interest rates right now?
Could go up, could go down. Depends entirely on unemployment.
I don't think the interest rates could go down.
I said they could go down.
I mean, mortgage rates went down for 4 straight weeks. I think they went up last week for the first time in I can't remember how many weeks.
Should we get in on a lumber play since it is the biggest loser of 2022?
Though all lumber's already back to pre-pandemic pricing per board foot. So what's your thesis or what's your expectation?
It went down, therefore it must go up.
Okay, so what's the thesis for it going up? New home construction is accelerating.
Not yet.
Interest rates are high, so that's not really going to happen as
Yeah,
fast
and
as
I
it
don't
did
think
in
it's
the
going to go
past.
yet. Just to know if it's bottomed. It's a long play.
I don't know if anybody's checking out the energy stocks, but check out the BRY. I think they're gonna go up.
Why do you think they're going to go up?
Well,
Yo, JSPR is pumping hard as heck. It was halted and it just got halted again instantly after unhalting. Got suspended.
Lottery ticket.
Yep. Seems like a lottery ticket.
which one?
Yeah, that's crazy. There was right at open, there was like 10 million volume instantly.
It's interesting is that one does have some like $4 price targets, and it's rated as a buy by a couple of different analysts. So it's
Yeah, dude, I put in a fucking limit order, but it blew past it and it didn't fill. I put in another one, but it's probably gonna blow past this one as well.
yeah, dude. If you're day trading like that, speed of execution is immensely
Key.
important.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're using hotkeys.
No. I need to learn. Somebody was trying to teach me about it.
Yeah, you can do hotkeys for that kind of stuff, and it's pretty. I don't know. It's pretty important because how quickly those things can move on you.
Up 28% by SPY calls.
We think we're gonna have a nice little rally for a day or two, but then we're gonna start tanking until CPI. I think I don't want to. I'm waiting to reposition myself until after CPI next week. I'm not making anything major until after that. What about you guys?
I'm thinking because the tax loss harvesting sells through December were pretty heavy, I wouldn't wait to see any rally until 30 days after that selling, which I imagine would be toward the second half or fourth week of January.
Just wanted to apologize to all the YouTube and Twitch listeners who heard Andy from Parks and Recreation speak over and over for like 10 minutes. Didn't realize that audio was filtering in.
How'd you manage that one?
OBS picks up sound, or at least the way I have it set up anywhere that I go on Reddit. And so I just had the meme open because it was on the hot /hot of WallStreetBets. So, whoops. Gonna change my setup pretty soon to make these talks a little bit smoother, though.
Now
Speaking of
remember,
which,
someone's got to get a list of all the tickers on the stock exchange, so that way when we're dead, we can keep journalists off.
yeah, Hardy missed journalist actually, or maybe he was listening but didn't jump in.
No, I had a late start today, and it was slow to get to us.
Oh, the notification was slow to get to you?
The nanny.
Oh, then okay. Nothing I can do about that. Sorry. a pretty quiet, slow day for the beginning of the year. I think people are still waking up.
To be expected. I don't anticipate Wall Street back at work for another 2 weeks. Maybe after the MLK holiday.
Oh
For
God,
those-
we just got paid, boys. It's gonna be a degenerate month.
You're looking at Tesla, which is down 7%, or something else.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at it real hard. No, I'm waiting for Tesla to go back down to about 60 to 80 bucks, and then I'm gonna go long.
What kind of diabolical employer pays you on a Monday or a Tuesday? I thought you got paid on Friday.
I get paid the first of the month every month, but because of the holiday and the Sunday, it wasn't until the 3rd this month. Self-employed.
Yeah, I need to figure out if I fucking hit my bonus. I was like tickling the butthole. I don't know what I'll build at the end of the year.
I'm about to put a good amount into Webull, so I'm telling you, once they see my account get loaded up with money, they instantly be like, okay, guys, the mean guys are back, and they start sending their bots. I'm telling you, they track my account, man.
Oh, and good news, you no longer have to wait on Amazon's 2-day shipping. You can go to your local Walmart now and buy a device that will tickle your butthole. They now sell them in stores.
You said tickle your butthole?
Nice. When in Rome.
No, please no.
So they've perfected a spaghetti slurp 3000 method. Nice.
Okay.
how
What
much y'all
plays
think
does
that-
everyone have to share?
I'm selling some cash covered calls, cash secured puts rather, on PBR to try to acquire some more shares during this little dip. Bolsonaro left for Miami, and Lula is now the president of Brazil. Hopefully, things will settle down a little bit and just collect the dividend and wait for the stock price to go up.
Yeah, I was trying to talk about that at the beginning, but wasn't invited before. But with Lula, maybe it is going down. Last time
It dropped already today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's because last time they had a huge scandal of corruption with him. It was what we call a blue bag. He was using Petrobras to pay off everyone. So I guess
That's
everyone
why I'm buying.
is scared.
That's why I'm buying Petrobras, so they pay me off too with the dividend. They have a nice dividend. Even if they cut it in half, it'll be a 30% dividend.
Yeah, don't know if they're going to pay as much with him.
Nice.
SPY had a pretty hard dump. I was looking for it to break 383 and below, and I'm gonna go short, but it bounced back off that. So I don't know if it breaks through yesterday or the market or yesterday's close, last day's close. I would look to go short.
What strike are you selling the cash secured puts at on PBR?
$9.
And how far out?
2 weeks. I think the 20th, something like that.
Whoever brought up that Jasper ticker, it just got halted again.
I know, bro. They're cock blocking me like a little biatch.
I managed to buy in at $2.10.
Yeah, I got in too.
Good call on that one, Notes.
Yo, man, you know what I'm mad about Webull? Why when you deposit funds, it takes 7 days for you to be able to buy options, but I can buy stock right away. Why can't I buy options right away?
Because you don't own the stock on Webull. So for whatever reason, if the cash doesn't show up and settle, they can sell the stock and then charge you the difference if they lost money.
But they can't do that with options, so they don't take the risk, or there's what?
The risk with options is much greater, especially considering some folks' buying habits here.
Oh, yeah, dude, they would. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Hopefully, everyone's having a good new year. I have one long-term play. The ticker is TSM. I don't know if you guys have heard of any news of it, but obviously they're opening up 2 fabs in the United States. Also, they're thinking about opening up a fab in Germany and Italy. For those who don't know, they are the world's biggest supplier of semiconductors. There is also another one called UMC, which I remember last I looked at it had a dividend yield of $11. I think right now it's at 8. Damn, were my plays that bad?
No, we're all just still waking up, I think.
I'm just pissed I didn't get filled at 60 cents on my fucking SPY put. And I got filled at 80. I had to fucking buy at 60. I'm
Those Yang
throwing
calls are
shit
killing
across the
me.
room.
How are my
I bought
SPY
puts
traders
on that.
looking at CPI next week? Are you guys? Is this gonna be the another bottom? Like, is it, or are we gonna see a rebound off of it?
It's hard to say, dude. I think you have to take it day by day. I mean, right now the sellers have still have control. I think they let these buyers buy into it, and then they just come in and whack the market when they feel like it's up enough. I mean, it's really struggled to maintain any level of up days. Even on the up days, you have some pretty bizarre swings. It's not the market it was a year ago right now.
Guy who mentioned PBR, do you know when you have to have, or when you have to have ownership of the shares to collect the dividend? At what point?
I'm not sure they've announced the next dividend date yet. I have to keep an eye on it. They just had one recently, like in December. I think they paid out a dividend, but they haven't announced a new one yet.
Yeah, SPY is tickling with being red for the day.
How do we feel about Walmart? I'm kind of bullish on it. Think I'm getting some spreads.
Look at the chart. This is the worst time to get into Walmart. So you'll see them probably pop once they do their last earnings, and then they'll go down. Best time to buy is usually around August, September, where that's usually the low. So you'll probably see it get down to 110, maybe even close to $100 a share. Then it'll pop off after that.
It seems kind of low. 110, you said?
It's gotten down below 110. It's done that the last 2 years. And then it always gets
I
up
don't believe
around
that's right.
140,
Looking at the
150.
3-year chart, and it hasn't hit 110 since like literally the very, very beginning, since April of like 2020. I mean, it got to like 120 and it dropped to like 120, but not 110. Just
I've seen it at 110.
I saw Amazon at 110. That's a long time ago, though.
Oof. I'm just saying that as someone who works there, and they have a thing where they usually do a horrible job of updating it, but I've seen it. This is around the time where it's at its peak and it's going to start sliding down. This year, I don't think it's going to get as high because they had some insider selling. They had about $400 million worth of stock sold in the last month.
It appears Lyft touched Max last year, so there may be time or room for it to go down this year. So, which in turn means, let's say, 45 to 60-day puts at the money if you can.
On what?
Lyft, the next best Uber.
Does Walmart allow their employees to buy stocks at a discounted rate?
It's not a discount, but they do have a matching stock plan. So whatever you contribute towards purchasing of shares, they'll match it up to a certain percentage, and so you can get shares a bit sooner than later. I know some people that they went stupid, and every paycheck they only do $5. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a while before you buy a share.
I thought Walmart employees were like on welfare trying to just get the rent and food. Like, I don't think, are most of them really buying stock?
The ones that have
What?
been there for a while, so I
Maybe
mean,
the like management and up only.
well, I know some regular associates that they have the stock purchase plan. I elected just to go for the 401k and not do the stock purchase plan.
Yeah, that's what my girlfriend did. She's a part-time pharmacist for Walmart. She decided to do the 401 because they have like a really high matching percentage.
Yeah, they'll match it up to 6%.
Those Tesla puts.
It was halted again. Notes they're cock blocking us.
I think it was halted on the way down this time. I'm about to head to this meeting on the beachfront. I got to be there at 11 a.m.
Yeah, dude, I would get the fuck out of that stock. I mean, you can't buy or sell anything. Like, you're gonna end up getting bag holded or something. It's crazy, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, I bought like $20, dude.
Oh, all right. Well, shit. $20 is $20.
Right. It was just right. It's a lottery ticket. But no, you're right. I'm just waiting to see what it does. See if it does anything more.
But you guys are putting some disrespect on a 20, making it sound like it's some kind of Canadian dollar or something.
It's not a 20 like in the 90s, man. A 20 in 2023 is way different from a 20 in 1994. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Opinion, if you're still alive, on the Canadian dollars, are you guys getting new money? Since
Are we?
well, no,
I don't think so.
since the king, don't you guys have the queen on your
Oh yeah, that's right. I think we are. Let me look it up. I'm curious.
We use money? I thought we all use digital stuff.
Well, I've heard that some Canadians use maple syrup to trade, but I don't know if that's true or not.
I used to, but I ate it all.
I just remember the greatest heist in Canadian history was someone stole like a bunch of syrup from the National Reserve.
True story. True
I
story.
remember watching that on YouTube. Yeah, it sounded too funny to be true, but yeah, it was an international mega mine there.
If they can't pay Maple Leaf with syrup, they pay with Beavers.
Two things. Yes, we do trade with maple syrup. It's considered a currency and a commodity here. That's not a joke. And we are getting new money, but it is going to just happen naturally through regular circulation of destroying bills and printing the new ones.
The smell of that $100 smells amazing.
I actually don't recommend ever putting a $100 bill that close to your face.
It smells like
Why?
maple syrup.
Well, now that I've recovered my breath some more, I think I've got a few plays. If anybody wants to talk about plays and not about
Yes,
things that
yes,
they can
please.
do useful.
Yay! Yes.
Yes.
So, $10 calls on Dole expiring at the end of January. I'm still short on Walmart. I'm shorting it. I'm right. I know I'm right. I have to be right. I can't be great.
For cyclical purposes, eventually you will be right.
And then, it's
Wait,
little
what's your thesis on Dole before we go to Walmart? What's your thesis on Dole, Shepherdess?
it go up.
Because the prevailing thesis that I heard was it's trading below book value and the next earnings is in March, estimated. So I'm wondering what you think will happen between now and the end of January.
I think it's just gonna go up and then go down and then go up some more until
agree.
earnings, and then it's gonna go up even more than that, and then it will go down a little, and then it will go up, and then it will go sideways.
This is how I feel
So
about
you have no
Apple
idea.
stock.
No, I in that order.
Party, see what you started with it. It could go up or it could go down stuff. This is
Can you
what you
repeat
get.
that? Can you repeat that one more time? I was writing it down on my notes.
Okay,
It's gonna be the exact same one.
Dole is going to go up, then it's going to go down, then it's going to go up some more, and then earnings is going to hit, and then it's going to go up even more than that, and then it's going to go down a little, and then back up, and then go sideways from there until the next earnings.
I'm good. I'm
So
in.
basically, put, then a call, then another call, then a put.
I'm not so sure if it's going to have the trading range for the put part of that, but yeah, basically.
Shepherdess,
As
how
long
is your
as you know your
concussion?
dates and prices.
What was that?
Oh, I just said as long as you know your dates and prices, Shep, you should be good.
I'm just calculating.
Any reason why China's moving so good today against the market? Kind of interesting.
I don't think there's any coherent reason for China to do what it do. It just does. I'm staying away from China.
And Shepherdess, unrelated to your due diligence on the chart of going up and down, how's your concussion syndrome going?
Oh, terrible. The headaches have gotten a little bit worse, and I cannot survive without multiple doses of ibuprofen per day and lots of ginger. Can't wait for the appointment. That's in February. It's like, what am I going to do? Go back to the ER? You know, they'll just be like, oh, you got an appointment scheduled.
I'm
There's
not
some
saying the ibuprofen doesn't work, but you should try the Excedrin for migraines. I have them quite often, and the Excedrin works very well.
Oh, the thing is, the anti-inflammatory action seems to be like if I try to take Tylenol, it's not really helping that much. So it's the anti-inflammatory of the ibuprofen. So I'm assuming that there's something that's swelling that probably shouldn't be. Anyway, not great, but I'm handling it. I hope.
And also, if you keep on headbutting things, you're gonna have to change your name from shepherdess to goat herder because,
No,
sheep don't headbutt.
cheap actually do but things.
I have Bank of America calls. It looks like they're gonna go up. Earnings is pretty soon, I think.
Also, I've been it's been pretty sloppy, but it's also been really profitable. So make euphemisms of that as you will. But I've been pairs trading AMC and eight, and I was able to double my money in like 2 days. So that was nice. All right. Also, put right on SPPI. That's sweet, pineapple, intelligent, and the reason is the price gets buoyed by the meme stocks. So it's trading within a certain range, and people think it's just going to go down, and it never seems to. So I just sell the puts, get assigned, keep some of the premium, and then when the stock goes up a little bit, sell the stock, profit, just over and over, forever.
On what ticker?
Spectrum Pharmaceuticals, SPPI. But you have to be patient and wait for somebody to bite on that 65 cents.
So you're selling options or you bought shares?
Options. So I sell puts.
So the reason why China is going up today is because they announced a slump in COVID numbers. I guess.
Can you repeat that? They announced what numbers?
They just announced a slump in their COVID numbers. That's why it's going up.
Oh.
Yeah, because that's believable. Like if you read the news reports about their overloaded hospitals, journalists have made sure to mention that their minders were there and how their minders were behaving. She used to say doctors have looked at the minder and then said something and then the minder nods. So, yeah.
SPY is continuing to dump.
Same with Tesla.
Jimmy did a big reversal where it reached like 1920 or so and is down maybe like 5% from that today. You guys think Tesla's gonna go past like 10% down?
I'm trying to see it under 100. That'll be awesome.
Today?
No, not today.
Fair.
Today, we'll see.
Well, yeah, down like 5.5% since open, so would have been nice to be holding puts at that time.
There's so like SPY calls when I $400 profit, but I want to keep it.
You're speaking through the blockchain, bro.
God, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fucking phone. God damn it.
Speaking
No,
of
we
that,
can hear you.
puts on Verizon, long stock AT&T, calls on T-Mobile.
Was that someone playing the trombone?
Someone's microphone had interference. Back in the old days, opinion, whenever someone was receiving a call to their cell phone, the various speakers nearby would go haywire.
Hey, I'm not that young, okay? I remember that. That's how you would know when your internet was about to go down.
Hardy, if I may ask, did you ever have to tell the operator which number to connect you to, or how far back do you go?
I remember a time when dial tones were not a thing.
Dang, I was being slightly sarcastic, but wow, that's wow.
But he's not carrier pigeonholed. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, that's cool. I was saying SPY had a major bump put wise.
Hey, opinion, Tesla 10% down.
Well, dang, there it is.
How do you think this is just a Tuesday? Like, do you think this would be a good swing trade? Meaning, buy some right now and just sell it tomorrow if it's going to recover from this 10% downswing? Like, would that be a good swing trade?
Well, I don't think any of the things that have been hitting Tesla are particularly transitory. Seems like nothing's going to change in the next couple days to make this like suddenly amazing. So
Yeah, and Tesla's been down all week, haven't they? Or all last week.
I had to take a call, but did anybody have any thoughts on my telecom opinions?
beg your pardon?
So it's the puts on Verizon, long stock AT&T, and calls on T-Mobile.
I'd have to look at their financials. I'm Canadian, so don't have any like even background information. But I'm sure others here do.
Opinion? Why couldn't
maple syrup? I will
Why
take
do
this
I?
free of maple syrup.
Hey, just quick update. I don't know why, but if anybody's in QTNTF, it says you can close out your position in the stock, but you cannot purchase additional shares. Is there a reason why?
I think it's probably because of high volatility.
Gotcha.
I was looking at that today too.
But opinion, why didn't you and your Reddit corporate fellows, why didn't you send Shepherdess one of those new Reddit mics?
I didn't even realize I would be getting one until it showed up. So I have less than zero clue. But it's specifically for hosts apparently, and then you had to give them your address and stuff. I don't know. I think there's a couple of people who in this chat who are like, "Hey, I've been showing up every single day. Where's my mic?" I don't know. I think it's mostly for hosts.
The mic is for hosts who created, I believe, 4 talks a month for 3 months.
I need to check my email. But also, I will take physical delivery of microphones.
Yeah, Shepherdess, if you didn't explicitly fill out the form like a month ago, you're not getting one.
Oh.
Sorry. Was that like a sheep laugh?
Don't feel so bad. My package got stolen, so I'll never know the sweet, sweet sound of that custom Reddit microphone.
It's not a. It's a JBL $60 microphone, and it picks up like everything, even like when you're
Imagine
not
how
doing it.
disappointed that guy was when he's like, a Reddit microphone? No one's gonna want this crap.
I get the impression there's a lot of addicts who have been breaking in to steal packages and try to flip them.
Does it actually say Reddit on it?
Yeah, and it came with
There are pictures floating around. You can find.
Yeah, there's some tape on it that's like Reddit style tape. But yeah, maybe instead of Walmart, you got to go to Crackmart to get what you need. Probably better prices too.
They don't give you a plug for everything like YouTube.
And in my mic, it may sound horrible from time to time. I don't know because I switch between my phone and then a set of earphones. However, Shepherdess sounds like she has some type of CIA espionage mic tucked into her back molar at times. So that's why I think Reddit should give her one.
If it makes you guys feel any better, anytime I hear someone with a truly terrible mic, I try and reach out to them. So if I haven't reached out to you, then your mic is at least passable.
So what I'm hearing is people should start a petition to get Reddit to give me a Reddit mic.
I don't think Reddit
Otherwise,
has.
I'm going to make my own Reddit mic, and it's going to have blackjack and hookers.
I mean, was the mic that you were using before your Reddit mic, was it better than your new JBL Reddit mic opinion?
I don't even use that mic. I continue to use my AirPods.
Oh, that's why you sound like that.
Wait, what?
What's your excuse, Shepherdess?
My excuse is that I don't want to wear the microphone that everybody loves all the time, and also
Holy.
I'm having difficulty getting my audio interface to work.
What
with
happened with Apple
Reddit
today,
on mobile.
Shepherdess?
I don't know. I'm not following Apple.
Oh
Now
wow,
I'm like,
Apple's
big.
I'm reading something about there might be slash in MacBooks and maybe the watches. I'm not sure.
Well, opinion, if you decide to sell that Reddit mic, I will throw in $20 on Cash App or Venmo or some sort of payment system so that you can donate it to Shepherdess.
I don't think $20 would even cover the shipping out of Canada. It's not particularly cheap.
Well, I was talking $20 American.
Oh, never mind. That's like 3 times as much. Just kidding.
Yeah, opinion. How is it that you're Canadian and you trade in American markets with your Canadian money?
I hold as much money as I can in American dollars, and then I only keep Canadian cash for, day-to-day stuff.
Okay, so you're a baller. Got
it. Sure, we'll go with that.
But yes, I do have a quite nice microphone setup. It's just I'm having a lot of trouble getting Reddit to accept it on mobile, which is where I mostly use Reddit. And then I have the headset that everybody likes, but it's not comfortable for me to wear all the time. And also, maybe I want to listen to music or something. And I do have a mod mic on the way for my planar magnetic headphones, so we'll see how that works.
Well, just don't bite down too hard on that mic. It could have cyanide in it.
What?
It sounds like your mic is in your back molar, like a CIA spook mic.
When's my boy Jerome gonna talk again?
Shepherdess, you've never seen the Russian spy movies where they would have the cyanide tooth, and if they got caught,
Yeah, you didn't hear me crunching down on something and then dying? That just happened literally just now. I'll do it again.
yeah, the sound effects help.
That was good.
Yeah, that sounded extremely goat-like. Or, my bad, sheep-like. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, Shep, this is the new Reddit mic. What do you think of the quality?
That's not the masked gamer. That's an imposter.
Sounds a little compressed, to be honest.
You damn right, it's an imposter. I'm a JBL imposter.
It takes the highs out of your voice. But there's probably settings for that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. It's just, I'm also laying down and I'm really close to the mic.
Oh, funny story. So on my new iPhone, if I turn noise canceling on or like FaceTime, that actually noise cancels out my voice. So the noise canceling AI is actually discriminating against my voice because of its sound, I guess. I have to turn it off.
I did not know that iPhones had noise canceling availability, but the irony on that is, yeah, it doesn't miss me.
Somebody just said in the comments, why does Shepherdess sound like she's in the trenches in Normandy?
Well, see, so the thing is I'm in multiple places and multiple times at once. And so, yes, I am performing perhaps, or perhaps not, a CIA operation in the past. And then also, Normandy. But don't look for pictures of me because it'll just be pictures of a sheep with a helmet. And then I'm also in the future, but I can't tell you that because it would be spoilers. And then also the time cops consider that market manipulation. Oh, also, in case nobody heard, I'm bullish on 3M just because the products that use their just their coatings and adhesives and things have been really, really hot. And more companies are ordering inventory of these products. So whether or not the products sell doesn't really matter too much because 3M has still made its money either way. So think of like your LED light strips, your mostly just those, but different types of gaming equipment or really lighting, the whole lighting sector really. A lot of 3M materials in there. Also, I'm keeping an eye on the firm. I have a feeling that, yeah, the trust me, bro feeling, but I'm suspicious that their model is going to work out better this quarter than people anticipate. Because, when you have lots of money, like a hedge fund manager, you tend to look down on the poor. And it's turned out that there are a lot of customers, more customers than anticipated, who are reliable with these types of loans, and I suspect people have taken them out more than usual this past Christmas. And so that should lift a firm's earnings. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. And then also buy Dave. I love Dave so much. It's cheap. But it's going to go up. I believe in the beer. Also, for those of you who lost a lot of money last year, remember you can write off some of that on your taxes. So do that. And
Only
then,
$3,000 worth against other income.
yeah. But that's $3,000 that you can lose again this year.
Not exactly how it works.
Yeah,
It just
actually,
reduces your taxable income by $3,000.
Yeah, and I'm good on the $3,000 for like the next 10 to 12, well, probably 14 years. So
Damn.
I will say, Hardy, I do appreciate your advice on selling half on a double. So I turned around I was down 56%, 56.04% loss on the year and ended around 49. So thank you.
Glad it worked out.
I have adapted your half on a double party to, as long as it's half or less, get the principal back. Just because it seems to be working better for the plays that I pull. And that has been awesome so far. So thank you also.
Yeah, half on a double saved my ass in August, and that's where I learned about it. And yeah, appreciate that half on a double. I'm gonna get tattooed on me.
Should say more specifically. So say I have an uneven amount of something, like 5. Let's just say 5, right? So I will sell 2 contracts on a double. And well, not on a double, but 2 contracts at a price that gets me my principal back, and then free roll the rest. And in a situation where something's uneven like that, I can still wind up making a ton. I might make $10 less if I've done it a different way, and it's definitely more reliable than what I'd been doing before. So for anybody that doesn't have success with that, just try mixing it up just a little to just the math to see if it helps you.
So instead of letting it all ride, you guys close out one of them early when you're up to secure some profits and let the rest ride, if I'm understanding correctly.
It's either
Pretty
secure some
much.
profit or get your principal back so that you psychologically can handle however high up things are going to go. It creates a safety net, and when you have a safety net, you're more likely to take risks. And if those risks are good risks, then there you go. There's your money. If it was a lousy risk, well, there you go. It didn't hurt you. You just missed the boat.
Now, does the same apply to losses though? Say you have 6 contracts and you're at a loss, but let's say it expires in a month and you're down 30%. Would you close out 2 of them and then let the other 4 ride, or what?
I'm an idiot, so I just diamond hand them into oblivion. I ride to Valhalla. Sometimes that makes me money. But then again, of course, I'm actually only playing with what I can afford to use. To lose. Unlike some people here taking out a mortgage equity or whatever. Don't do that.
I'm not doing too bad. I'm up 71% for the week.
I'm serious about the physical delivery of maple syrup, though. If anybody wants to trade me some, let's go. See, we can transport the maple syrup to like Nova Scotia, and then the vessels can come down the East Coast to the Charleston port, and then I can pick it up at the Charleston port, and then I can sell it.
Hey, Shepherdess. What was the name of that other stock that you mentioned that you liked when you were talking about a firm?
Dave.
What?
That dude? Awesome. Valuable. Excellent.
Dave. Okay, got it.
Yes, Dave. So they're a micro lending, cheap, like payday loan esque company that charges a membership fee. So they have as long as they have active users, they have an income coming in. They charge for extra for faster delivery of the payday loans. They use a proprietary, and let's just say Square is trying desperately to catch up, but they use a proprietary algorithm to figure out what you can actually afford to be given by connecting to your bank account. And they also have an upcoming underwriting model that super game changing. I'm under NDA, can't talk about it, but it's going to that's going to make the credit bureaus upset. So they're working on slowly rolling out higher and higher limits on what they can lend you.
Oh, that sounds nice and dirty.
Yeah.
I'm still holding Dave. So
Also, right now it's cheap. So like you just buy a bunch of shares for $20. It's a good lottery ticket.
Okay.
If it doesn't work out for some reason, oh well. Oh, also when FTX collapsed, so FTX gave them money, and now Dave doesn't have to pay it back.
Huh.
It doused water on their crypto plans, but they they're still interested in doing some crypto stuff. So basically, it's a competitor to Cash App with lending features.
Hey, opinion. Do you know if Hardy's gone or is he coming back?
I do not. Did you have a question for him?
Yeah, I had a question about options.
Sure.
Let me do my best Hardy impersonation. It could go up. It could go down.
That's a perfect impersonation.
You
Yep,
do have
check out.
you do have the option to just ask us about it.
Ha ha ha.
Alright.
Sure. Yeah. I'll try asking you. So I bought puts on Tesla. I want to say like sometime last week, and then so the theta decay of these puts, it's the March 17 $80 puts. It's around 7 cents right now, and then I was holding it for the New Year's break, which is I think is like 4 days. So I was thinking that if Tesla went down 10% today, the puts should have gone up in value around 50%, like 40 to 50%, but it's only gone up like 20 something percent the last time I checked. So I don't know if that's because of the like people are pricing in that theta decay that happened over the weekend, or is it because of the implied volatility is just too high?
Yeah, I'm gonna let the quant take this one.
It's funny you say that because I was actually messaging the quant seeing if he wanted to come do an AMA. And as a result, was completely zoned out and not listening to the question. So I'm going to have to let Rad Reptile answer this one.
Rad got an important work email and had to read it, so Rad's gonna need to hear this again. How unlucky for this poor guy. I'm sorry. Everyone's just like, oh, life hit us all at once.
I will chime in real quick. Unix enjoyer, what I would do if I were you is sell whatever I need to get the principal back and then free roll the rest, because it doesn't sound like the trade is really going that great.
Well, the trade itself is good, but the I was expecting today to be a little bit higher given the 10% drop. But it's not. So I'm thinking it's because the option value itself just decayed over the New Year's. And I don't know if that's correct or if the implied volatility is high enough that things shouldn't be going up so much anymore.
What's your strike price and expiration date?
March 17, $80 put.
Give me a second.
While you're processing that, I would also like to announce that for Christmas, I got a Wendy's gift card, so I can finally go inside of the Wendy's.
But all your friends are going to be behind the dumpster.
Yeah, I know. Sucks to be them.
All right, I found the strike. So you're asking essentially your question is why did Tesla go down, but my put option not go up, right?
Well, why didn't it go up as much as it generally should have?
So how much were you expecting it to go up to?
Well, on a 10% drop.
Yeah.
Oh. Hello? You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you were saying on a 10% drop.
Oh yeah, on a 10% drop, I was expecting it to go up in value, like around 40 to 50%. But I think that the theta decay over the New Year's break is making it so that the price today didn't go up as much as I thought it would.
I'm not seeing how it would have went up 40 to 50%. You said the $80 or the 80 strike March puts on Tesla, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there wasn't enough of a delta change for it to go up that much, especially if you bought it at about like, let's say $3.25.
Right.
And then the theta would have knocked the top off of it over the course of the weekend. So it brought it down a little bit, but the 10% drop brought the value up a little bit further by like almost $1 or so. But it's been slowly decaying as Tesla is coming back up.
So you're saying it's the delta's not approaching, let's say, the 50% mark, and that's why it's not going up as rapidly as it maybe I thought it would.
Correct.
Also,
All right, that
something
makes
to
sense.
this, and I'm no Hardy, so I'm gonna open with that. I'm not like super Greeks guy, but something to always consider with your option plays are once you start getting into that like 2-month period, that kind of like 45-day period, give or take. That's usually when you see the most impact on like your theta and things like that. That's when it starts really hitting harder than further out. So that's always something to consider when you're picking strike prices.
Right. So it's not a daily thing then. That's what you're saying.
You can take it, Jefferson. It's fine. Don't like I said, I'm not the super options guy here.
Yeah, so theta does decay on a daily basis, and it does include weekends and holidays.
The ultimate answer is if you're up, you can always just sell it to make money, or you can just kind of hold it if you really feel Tesla's going to 80, right?
I'm not sure if it would. I mean, Elon was saying that he was saying this on a Twitter space, I think a week ago. He was saying that Tesla would have to make a choice between either not meeting their earnings estimates by cutting profit margins so that they can meet their revenue goals, or they would have to sacrifice top line revenue. Or no, they would they would sacrifice top line revenue, but keep their profit margins consistent. So, and that plus the fact that they missed their 1.5 million delivery for Q4, I think there was that Elon had said. So, I mean, I don't know. I think that I think it'll go below 100, but I don't know about 80.
Whoa, there's some wildly inaccurate information in your statement. What was missed is they missed delivery of 13 by they missed the delivery of vehicles in the latest quarter by 13,000. They were expecting, analysts were expecting 418,000 vehicles delivered, and they actually delivered 405,000 instead, which is a 3% variance based on what was expected. So other than the media blowing that out of proportion of what that really means, it shouldn't have that big of an impact. The other figure, the 1.3 million figure, is the units produced in all of last year, which represents a 40% increase over the prior year, which is actually stellar. But the media is choosing to promote the 13,000 miss instead of the 40% increase in output over the entire year. So, that's what the numbers are. I mean, based on how this plays out, I'm not sure why the price is going down today, but there's probably going to be a little bit of a bounce. It'll probably take a little longer to get down to that $80 per share level.
Genome, I think some analysts that report to like different organizations made some changes to their price targets, and they're waiting on it. And I think that's why it came down a little bit.
Gotcha. Good to know. Thank you. I'm driving, so I can't look all this stuff up right away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to wrap up in just 10 more minutes at 11 o'clock. Any last second plays or plays that you entered today?
Long puts on air, bed, and bed bugs. That's what I call Airbnb.
Air bugs. I love it. Yeah, I feel like the perception of Airbnb has fallen significantly. It's one of those companies that engineers used to be excited to say, yeah, I work there. Same along with Facebook back in like early 2010s. And now if you work there, you just say, oh, I work in big tech.
Yeah, they also let their business model go to heck, and they let unscrupulous people that just want to be slumlords or whatever, who think like owning property is a job, take over. And it sucks now. And also, it's single-handedly contributing to the bedbug problem in the country, so stop it. Let me just spend $600 in cleaning fees after being told to clean anyway. And then, not just go to a hotel for like $200 a night or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think I enjoy doing chores when I go on a vacation either.
And the cleaner doesn't think very well of their clients, so they just kind of go in there, tuck some sheets in because they assume that, oh, well, the person had to clean. Easiest job ever, bill them however much money and then leave. But it's like, that's not how cleaning up after guests work, especially if they leave bed bugs.
Yeah, so it'll be curious to see if, people start moving away from Airbnb, but I think the demand is still quite strong, so.
And the lack of a regulatory environment, I think people are just going to get fed up and speak with their wallet. But the markets will decide.
The market shall decide indeed. Tendy Chaser, welcome. I'm glad that we continue to see new faces from time to time. Oh, sorry, Human Genome, Tendy.
Oh, hello.
Happy New Year, Tendy.
Yeah, Happy New Year to everybody. What happens? I turned my back for a couple hours this morning, and you guys send spy drilling to the bottom. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people were already kind of bearish on a few things, Tesla mainly. So seemed to materialize.
I was gonna maybe talk about maybe buying some SPY puts, but I didn't want that to mean that then it would go up. So I'm sorry.
Oh, smart. But did you buy the SPY puts?
I did not. I
Oh
should have.
no.
Yeah, I should have. But also, concussion, so it does make me a little indecisive.
I picked some up this morning at 19 cents and sold them for, I think, around 80 cents average.
Wow. Very well done.
Yeah. Ouch. Oh, man.
Also, I just want to throw these out before we close it up. Shepherdess, your Wendy's gift card is redeemable outside behind the dumpster. And it's nice to know that we finally have confirmation that Jefferson's hat and opinion are different people.
No. I'm going inside the window. I'm doing it, man. I'm gonna see what it's like.
She made it. Made it to the big time. Wait, you guys thought Jefferson Hat and I were the same person?
Yeah, they tell me that all the time.
Actually, yeah.
That's better than the time that somebody thought that me and this Pakistani were the same person. That was hilarious. Were you there, opinion?
No, I think it might have been confused money.
Yeah, somebody find the recording for opinion. Because it was hilarious. And just as soon as they really went hard with the conspiracy theory, I just randomly showed up. And I'm like, what's going on?
Worst note said that Jasper ticker that he called now it's almost at 250.
Wow, damn.
$20 is $20.
Yeah, that's what they say behind the dumpster.
I had a quick question for you guys. I typically just trade in leveraged ETF shares, and I notice that everyone seems to be focusing on options, and usually the shorter the better. But what do you guys think about, or what's your take on trading leveraged ETFs?
Boring.
Not enough leverage?
What market segments?
I mean, mostly I'm currently doing healthcare with the Cure ETF, and I spent most of last year with TQQ and SQQQ. I basically broke even for the year. I didn't lose any money, didn't gain any money.
Did you have fun doing it?
I was kind of exciting. Sometimes I was up by like 20 grand, and then within a couple weeks I was flat again.
Now, go ahead, opinion.
No, it wasn't me. I didn't say anything.
Oh, Jefferson.
Oh, damn. I guess we are the same person.
But if I were to dabble more in options, do you think it's worth it to focus on the daily and weekly plays or things that are like a month out?
So I typically use them as a hedging tool for balancing my portfolio risk. That's what my derivative portfolio is generally for. I don't advise holding them long term. For example, if you held like TQQ and just were like focused on that, you would have taken significantly larger losses last year than had you just held anything else that's a more stable non-derivative. Vice versa with SQQ, it's kind of the same thing. Short term, if you want to capture like a fluctuation or a change, it's a great way of doing it. But long term holds, if the market goes against it, it's going to rapidly change.
Good point, thanks.
Yeah, it works the same way with options. Taking an option on a derivative just further increases the weighting and such.
Also some due diligence for y'all about my air bed bugs thesis. Just go on r/bedbugs if you can stomach it, and just type in Airbnb, and behold, it's pretty awful.
All right. Well, I think that just about does it. Hopefully, your first trading session of 2023 is going well and continues to go well. Been a pleasure talking to all of you for the past 2-3 hours. And we'll see you all tomorrow, as always. Thanks everyone for hanging out. See all your waves. And I'm waving right back at you. Take care, guys. Bye for
My
now.
opinion.
Try not to lose too much money.
Later.